Good morning, traders, and welcome to Phoenix Blue's morning update on Thursday, the 26th of May, 2016. Hope you're all well this morning and ready for the trading day, or the last couple of days before the bank holiday weekend here in the UK. First things first, what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick look over the indexes and see what's been happening. We've seen a huge rally out, well, a very late rally out in the US, and as we can see on the two-day average that we can see on the right-hand side of your screen, you would see not only the Dow Jones and the S&P picking up the pace, but that followed on briefly in Asia before we start seeing a tumble. And that tumble is really reflected off some data that's coming out in China. Potential slowdown. They're not as buoyant as they were as out in the US. Obviously, it was the energy sector that was pushing up the indexes out in the US, and that really has taken a tumble out in Asia. We've had a slight positive correlation here in Europe. Many are expecting a fall here in Europe off our open, which we've seen slightly, and probably look to see it carry on. We're seeing a certain amount of uncertainty in the marketplace right now across the board, and we'll explore that in a moment. Before we do that, let's just have a quick look at sorry, just having a quick look at what major announcements we have for the rest of this week. Obviously, by the looks of it, we've got some very serious and key announcements later on today from the US, and in particular, that's going to be a big factor to play. Most importantly, Yellen speaking tomorrow evening, local time for us. Everyone really is looking forward to seeing what Yellen has to say when this hike or potential hike is going to pan out, what effects that will have on the market. People were preparing for an imminent strike, as an imminent markup in their interest rates, and that really that's been quashed over the last day. I would say we saw a certain amount of dollar weakness hit the Asian markets out of the blue. I think it's shocked a few people, and I'll just take you over that right now, in fact. And if we just bring this chart over here, like so, what we can see on the screen right now is the euro. As we can see, we had a pullback, or quite a deep pullback. This is a 1 hour time frame. We can move over to a 4 hourly time frame, like so. We had quite deep pullback on the euro. Euro is right now floating at 1.1172. Current spot price, pulling back to this 20 moving average, like so, deeper than most would have expected, and that really has been caused, and if we just flick over to the 15-minute chart, really has been caused from that Asian market session. As we saw it come down and then really have this really deep pullback again very recently, and it looks like to be holding in and around that level. The big action really has been on two fronts. The first, I would say, the yen. So if we just bring up the yen, like so, the yen has come back to the 110 mark, having rallied aggressively down to the 109. Now, I'm most certainly looking to take advantage of this. But with the yen trading at 110 again, the weakness in the dollar really has led it down to that 109 position, and it's pulling back to this area now. Now, many people are looking to carry on trading dollar strength, but as I said, there's a certain amount of uncertainty on the marketplace, and everyone's really looking to the Fed announcement tomorrow evening for clues on how, when, and really by how much, and potentially how many potentially hikes we will get later on this year. And that really will have a knock-on effect to absolutely everything, including the equities, or I should say the indexes. So most certainly the equities, the commodity front, and most importantly, the FX. Having a look at one final chart I want to show you. Just want to flick over to WTI, because we've had a surge last night, and as we can see, WTI right now is floating just below 50 at 49.77. Remember, this was highlighted previously. We'd come up and hit a high of just around $50 a barrel on my charts, just showing just a little shy of that, around 49.95. So just a little shy of that on my chart. But many brokers have recorded $50 $50 on the barrel on WTI. As we can see right now, it's falling back, and probably expected, because I don't think many people would expect this rally to last, despite the political issues that are happening in West Africa as well as in the Middle East, and a huge demand, and the continued demand for oil right now, because we will get to a stage at one point where shale production and the cost of shale production will come into play and eventually nullify this rally. And as we've seen already right now on our chart, price action is making its way down, forcing its way down to this 50 moving average on a 15-minute time frame. But if we just have a look here on this daily time frame on WTI, we've seen a very, very, very strong surge from the buyers here. Okay, guys, so what I would say is most certainly be cautious. Make sure you are aware of what you're trading and how you're trading it. I would, if you've already made good profits over the last week, and for us, we've had a storming month, what I think would be best would be to minimize your positions, maybe operating at 0.25% or potentially less, and maybe close off any positions or manage your positions aggressively, just so you are safe. And that's the most important thing, because the last thing you want to be doing is giving back your profits that you've made or you've mounted up over the course of this month. So I would say that would be key, and and let's see how next week starts panning out. And most importantly, that announcement from Yellen tomorrow, at tomorrow evening UK. And until then, traders, have a very good weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Goodbye.